Hello, and welcome to the first installment of Max's Movietime Monday. I'm your host, Max, and today we'll be talking about this movie called Freaky. It's starring Vince Vaughn and Katherine Newton. This movie is a play on Freaky Friday, but instead of a mother and daughter, it's a serial killer and his latest victim. This movie starts out with Wednesday the 11th and takes place over 3 days. So you end on Friday the 13th, obviously being a play on Friday the 13th, the horror movie. I'm not going to lie, the first kill of this movie was fucking gory and gruesome. The main killer is called the Blissfield Butcher. And so how this movie starts off is a bunch of kids in a cabin. Or it's not really a cabin, it's more of just like a mansion. And he shows up once they're separated, obviously. And he shoves a wine bottle down the dude's throat. And it breaks in his neck. It was so gory. And every time I've watched this movie, I've watched it 5 times now. Every time I've watched this movie, I've been like, skipping that scene. I'm not watching that. And I did watch it the first time. The first time I watched this movie, I thought it was a comedy. And that almost made me want to turn it off, to be honest with you. To be fair, this movie has some comedic parts in it. You have this one part in the school hallway. It's the first confrontation after they switch bodies. And it looks like they're going to fight or something, but the killer and the little girl in the girl's body decides to just scream to draw attention to them. And I thought that was kind of comical because instead of getting like this fight between the two people, which is saved till the end, obviously, you just wait and you get that. This movie feels like it has 2 directors, one that works for Disney and really wanted to make Freaky Friday Part 2. The other director, it feels like he really wanted to make a horror movie, and he really shows out the first scene of the movie, to be honest. There's some gory things, like a tennis racket gets shoved through a guy's head. It's pretty wild. Then there's, of course, to stick with the horror movie thing, the killer's never dead, so once they kill the killer at the end of the movie, the killer returns after the credits, I think, or it might be just before the credits, and he tries to kill the family again, but he fails. But I'm guessing there could be a second one coming out sometime, because I thought it was really good. After watching the movie 5 times, I'd say I adored watching it. As a horror movie, I'd give it a 1 out of 10. As a comedy, a 3 out of 10. The jokes weren't always landing with me. They were decent, though. They were decent. But overall enjoyability, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a really good movie. You have the twist and turn at the end. You have right before they kill the guy, you have they haven't switched bodies yet, so the cops are trying to kill him, but they haven't switched bodies yet, and you kind of feel like, oh, are they going to switch bodies in time or not? And obviously they do because it's a movie, but I thought it was decent. It had me on the edge of my seat. I just thought it was a good movie. Thanks for listening. Before I go, please leave in the comments some movies I can review. Thank you. Bye.